Hello, welcome back to the channel. We haven't had a mead in a long time. In fact, I haven't had any mead, I don't think, since I've been out here. And I was going to do the Dansk Mjod Odin Skull, but my grocery budget's a bit tight and I needed to save some money for something that's hopefully going to happen, but I'm not going to hold my breath at this point. Okay, we have Door County Mead. They make good wine, I won't lie. And if I recall, I believe it's their seasonal Halloween ones that we get. The Mummy Moscato, Witch's Brew, and Halloween. I believe those are also Door Peninsula. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is 11.5% ABV. This is sweet honey wine from 100% Wisconsin wildflower honey. So this is locally made from Wisconsin honey. It says, "What's the buzz about mead? One of the oldest beverages in the world, mead has been enjoyed by Vikings, ancient Greeks, commoners, and royalty. Our mead is light and crisp, with a bright and lingering sweet honey flavor. Frankly, it's the bee's knees." Produced and bottled by Door Peninsula Winery, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. dcwine.com. And there is an 800 number. And of course, as I mentioned when I did the grocery haul, this contains sulfites, so you may want to be careful if you have an allergy to sulfites. And I was going to do a review for the milkshake malt porter, but I got to thinking this shirt would look better on a review for mead. And I have my skull mug. It's been a while since I had a mead. Like I said, I had a mead that was made in New Mexico. The bottle I no longer have, sadly. And I want to hurry up and get retired. 5 years seems to be a long ways away. And I want to be able to try and find those wonderful finds that I had in New Mexico. The only way to do that is going to be 100% retired or mostly retired so I can be home and sign for packages. My goal is still hopefully to get a house. Houses mean neighbors. If you make friends with your neighbor and you can trust them, maybe you could get them to sign for packages for you. There's always that, but we'll see. No luck yet. So we're stuck here. This smells like, it smells kind of like the white wines that Door Peninsula makes. Although I am smelling a hint of honey, as I should because it is a mead. But so it's basically more like a white wine that smells like honey, but it is mead. Very clear. Hmm. It's not bad, but it's not the best I've had. It tastes almost more like a grape wine than a mead. Of course, it's going to be different than the Dansk Mjod, which is Danish mead. So it's nowhere near close to that. And this is wildflower honey. Keeping in mind, I just polished off some celery with dill vegetable dip. So I'm getting a weird combination of the celery and the dill with this, and it's giving me Yeah, I should have cleansed my palate first. It's not bad. It's. I wish I had a good Danish meat to compare it to, but I can't buy any right now because I'd have to take a cab to go somewhere. And the only place I know that I can get meat is Festival, and I just went there too. I just went there yesterday, and I can't afford to go back. Literally. Speaking of Dansk Mjod, they're changing their bottles, and I don't like them. I like the traditional looking bottles, like a big old stoneware bottle, and I was going to keep those. And now the Odin skull does still have that one, but they've got a cartoon Viking skull. And I've never bought Odin skull because I'm not a big fan of apple ciders. I drink them, but I'm not a big fan. So I've been putting off drinking an apple mead. And the Dansk Mjod Viking blood, the bottle looked way different. I probably should get it while I can get it before they change it again. It's not a bad bottle, but it's not great. But at $30, almost close, about $36 a bottle, I had to go low. So I got what I bought, none of which is bad, but I, had to save the pricier stuff for another trip. And again, I wish I had the Dansk Mjod to compare this to, but this is not. It's for a local attempt. It's good, but it'll never be Dansk Mjod. There's no way that you can compare a Wisconsin mead to a Danish mead. They're both meads, but strongly different. It's clear, it's sweet, it's light, it's watery, kind of. It reminds me of more of a sweet white wine than a mead. This one you could drink with dinner, like a white wine. I'm getting kind of an off taste. But again, I'm going to attribute that to the fact that I had celery with dill. But that's kind of off putting. This is the third brand of meat I've had. And I've never had that taste before. Of course, I've never seen this before either. They might be fairly new to the process. It might still be kind of young. I guess that's what city studying would call funk. It's kind of funky, but not bad. It's I don't know. It's thin. It's thin. It's sweet. It tastes more like white wine to me than mead, and it's got a bit of a funk to it that I'm not used to. Would I buy it again? I'm not sure. I'm on the fence on this one. If I could get no other mead, I probably would. If I really wanted mead and they were the only one around, I would. But given the fact that there is at least one other brand of mead at Festival, which is Dansk Mjod, which is to me the good stuff. Although the meadery from New Mexico, I don't remember. Again, I don't remember the brand. The the brewer, the meadery, I don't remember the name of it. I might have to look them up. That was more comparable. I had that one actually, I think before. Yes, I had that one before I had tried the Dansk, and it was sweet, and I think it had a little bit more mouthfeel to it. It was syrupy and sweet, and slightly viscous, and it was like drinking honey. And then the Dansk Mjod is on par with that. It You can imagine yourself being a Viking and drinking big mugs of that stuff, except for the fact that it's $36 a bottle. So you'd have to be a very rich Viking. So basically, yeah, the brand I can't remember and Dansk are on par with each other there. Out of the three I've tried, they're the top. This, um, I'm not liking it as much, but then again, it could be because I ate celery, and it's also before drinking it, and also it's probably a fairly new batch, and it might be new to the process, so it is slightly funky. So I'll have to try it again some other time when I haven't had anything to eat or drink, sadly, so that I can get a more accurate flavor. But yes, this. Back to is it a hit or a miss? It's a hit, but it's again, like I said, it's not up there. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't run to get this. I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I want to get more Peninsula mead. No, no offense, Wisconsinites. I am back, but I've been in New Mexico and they have some good stuff there as well. So my palate had time to get sophisticated, I guess. Um, it needs work. Like I said, I will not run to buy it because it's Peninsula, and I try to showcase local. But in New Mexico, I did local. Here, I'm doing local as well. It's local, so I wanted to give a shout out to local businesses, local wineries, local breweries, etc. Like I did before. So it's local. You probably would like it. And again, it might just be because I had celery before drinking this. That could be part of it. So basically, yeah, this one, I'm rambling again. ADHD brain. Yeah. Well, we know it won't pair with celery. We know that. Don't have it with celery. It'll throw the taste off completely. What would I pair it with though? Um, Pretty much not strongly, not strong greens like celery. Um, Otherwise, anything you would probably pair it with a white wine. To me, it's more on par with a white wine than it is anything else. Fish, well, white fish of any kind of white fish. Um, Poultry. Fruit maybe. Probably some cheeses, but not strong cheeses. This is not a strong mead. It's a very light, delicate mead. It's again, like I said, it's more like a white wine than a mead. It doesn't have quite that presence of the other two that I've had. It's not bad, but like I said, I'm not going to run out and buy it. Uh, I keep saying the same thing over and over. Um, I'm not the world's worst beer reviewer. Well, I'm second to the worst. And I'm not that great for me alcohol reviews either, or mead. Um, Lately, I've been all over the place. Yeah, I've been a hot stress mess since I moved. It's been almost 3 years. I really need to stop making excuses for myself and get my stuff together. So, yes. Is it good? It's okay. It would be good with white fish, possibly some cheeses, fruit, and poultry. Maybe not chicken. Yeah, skip the chicken because chicken probably would not pair well with it because it would. Chicken has a strong taste sometimes, and it would overpower it. So basically, anything. Don't pair it with anything that it would overpower it. You want something that will balance or complement it, so you can still taste it. Yeah, it's not a strong tasting meat. It's got a good ABV to it, but the taste is leaving me wanting to go grab another bottle of something else. Again, I'm trying to be. It's a review. It's subjective. Um, so I would suggest you try it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'm saying it's essentially average, but that doesn't mean that you won't like it. So it's. I found it digestible. I don't know if you can get it at Pick and Save. You probably. I would imagine you can get it at Webster's if Webster's is closer to you than Pick and Save or Festival. Webster's probably has it. Um, Pick and Save might. I doubt it, but you can check. So it should anyway. Grocery stores in Wisconsin, some will have it, some won't. You could probably just Google and find, look at the store finder. I'm going to let you go. It's sunny. It's hot and sticky. Um, the the rain was lovely while it lasted, but it's gone. And yes, we're left with the heat and the humidity. And I have run out of things to say. If you like these videos, regardless of how weird they get, give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell once. If you want notifications, hit the bell a second time. Feel free to comment, but keep it friendly. I don't want any fighting. And you can share these if you wish. Okay then. As always, don't drag and drive. Drag responsibly. Take turns driving the hearse. Let the designated Dracula have a sip of the wine if they want, or whatever the libation you're partaking of. And vampires, remember your large parasols and your 100 SPF. I don't want you to turn into ash because you may or may not want to see the next video, and I don't. And I'd miss seeing you around. I love you guys. Bye now.